Hello everyone, we are back again with weekly current affair quiz. Let's begin today's quiz. First question is, which edition of the Goods and Services Tax, that is GST Day, was held recently? 4th, 5th, 6th or 7th? The correct answer is option C, 6th. Recently, the 6th Goods and Services Tax Day was celebrated with the vision GST at the rate 6. This year's vision was GST at the rate 6, Sarlikrit Kar Samagra Vikas, that is simplified tax, holistic development. GST is an indirect tax that has replaced many indirect taxes in India, such as the excise duty, VAT, services tax, etc. Next question is, an MOU has been signed between the Gujarat government and which of the following for semiconductor plant? Intel Corporation, Micron Technology, Analog Devices or Nvidia? The correct answer is option B, Micron Technology. Gujarat government and Micron Technology have signed an MOU to establish a semiconductor chip manufacturing plant in Gujarat's Sanand. Micron will invest $2.5 billion in the facility, which is expected to create 20,000 direct and indirect job opportunities. Next question is, which of the following statements is not correct about the recently found evidence of gravitational waves? The discovery was done using an experiment involving laser interferometer gravitational observatory, that is LIGO detectors. They are high-frequency gravitational waves. They are predicted by Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity or none of them. The correct answer is option D, none of them, that is, all the statements are correct. Scientists have found evidence to suggest that the universe will replete with low-frequency gravitational waves. They were predicted by Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity more than 100 years ago. The discovery was done using an experiment involving LIGO detectors. Next question is, the maximum discoveries of the plants were made in which state in the recent addition to India's faunal database? Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu or West Bengal? The correct answer is option B, Kerala. India added 664 animal species to its faunal database in the year 2022. These comprise 467 new species and 197 new records, species found in India for the first time. A state-wise analysis of the plant taxa points out that the maximum discoveries of 57 were made in Kerala, which alone accounts for 16.8% of all plant discoveries in the country in the year 2022. Next question is, Dharma Chakra Pravartana relates to enlightenment of Lord Buddha, first sermon, death of Lord Buddha or none of the above. The correct answer is option B, first sermon. The Buddha's first sermon is called Dharma Chakra Pravartana or the turning of the wheel of law. It is also known as Esala Poya in Sri Lanka and Asana Bucha in Thailand. The day is also observed as Guru Purnima by Buddhists and Hindus as a day to mark reverence for their gurus. Next question is, recently eSaras mobile app was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. Saras stands for dash. Sale of articles of Rural Artifact Society, sale of articles of Rural Artisans Samples, sharing of articles of Rural Artisans Society or sale of articles of Rural Artisans Society. The correct answer is option D, sale of articles of Rural Artisans Society. Recently, eSaras mobile app was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. Ministry of Rural Development. This app was launched under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihoods Mission initiative. Saras stands for the sale of articles of Rural Artisans Society. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the newly launched scheme for minor rape victims. 1. It would operate under the aegis of the Nirbhaya Fund. 2. It is mandatory for the victim to have a copy of the first information report, that is FIR. 3. The scheme will provide integrated support and assistance to girl-child victims under one roof. How many of the above given statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Recently, a special scheme has been announced by the Women and Child Development Ministry for minor rape victims. It would operate under the aegis of the Nirbhaya Fund and an amount of 74.1 crore has been allotted. The new scheme aims to provide integrated support and assistance to girl-child victims under one roof. As per the rules, it is not mandatory for the victim to have a copy of the FIR for availing the benefits under the scheme. Next question is, which of the following movements was headed by Alluri Sitaram Raju? Kuka movement, Rampa movement, Bardoli Satyagraha or Pabna agitation? The correct answer is option B, Rampa movement. Recently, President addressed the closing ceremony of 125th birth anniversary of Alluri Sitaram Raju. He had led the Rampa rebellion, which was launched in 1922. He is referred to as Madhyam Virudu, that is hero of the jungles by the locals. Next question is, which of the following statements is incorrect with reference to International Conference on Green Hydrogen 2023? India was the host of this conference. It was organized under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It was held in New Delhi, or all of the above. The correct answer is option D. It was organized under the Ministry of Home Affairs. International Conference on Green Hydrogen 2023 was held in New Delhi from 5th to 7th July. India was the host of this conference and it was organized under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Next question is, which of the following is a zoonotic disease? 1. COVID-19, 2. HIV/AIDS, 3. Ebola. Options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. On 6th July, World Zoonosis Day is celebrated every year to observe the special day when the first vaccination came to be developed to fight zoonosis. Zoonotic diseases, also known as zoonosis, are caused by germs that spread between animals and people. Examples of zoonotic diseases are HIV/AIDS, Ebola, COVID-19, rabies virus, etc. Next question is, which country is the most peaceful country in the world in the recently released 2023 Global Peace Index? Iceland, Denmark, New Zealand, or Austria? The correct answer is option A, Iceland. The 17th edition of the Global Peace Index ranks 163 independent states and territories according to their level of peacefulness. Produced by the Institute for Economics and Peace, the GPI is the world's leading measure of global peacefulness. Iceland remains the most peaceful country in the world, a position it has held since 2008. It is joined at the top of the index by Denmark, Ireland, New Zealand, and Austria. Next question is, where is the 7th edition of GIMEX being conducted? Bay of Bengal, Visakhapatnam, Arabian Sea, or Japan? The correct answer is option B, Visakhapatnam. GIMEX is the maritime exercise between Japan and India. The 7th edition of GIMEX is being conducted at Visakhapatnam from 5th to 10th July 2023. This edition marks the 11th anniversary of GIMEX since its inception in 2012. Next question is, the Santhali language is spoken mainly in which of the following? Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, or Karnataka? The correct answer is option C, Odisha. Santhali language, a Munda language spoken primarily in the East Central Indian states of West Bengal, Jharkhand, and Odisha. Santhali is one of India's 22 scheduled languages. It is also recognized as the additional official language of the states of Jharkhand and West Bengal. Next question is, this virus belongs to the 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬 family and is closely related to the tobacco mosaic virus, or TMV. It spreads mainly through infected seeds, saplings, and agricultural tools. Which mosaic virus has been described in the lines given above? Cucumber mosaic virus, melon mosaic virus, tomato mosaic virus, or carrot mosaic virus? The correct answer is option C, tomato mosaic virus. Recently, growers in Karnataka and other South Indian states have blamed the tomato mosaic virus for crop losses. This virus belongs to the 𝐏𝐫𝐶𝐬 family and is closely related to the tobacco mosaic virus. Its hosts include tomatoes, tobacco, peppers, and certain ornamental plants. It spreads mainly through infected seeds, saplings, and agricultural tools. Next question is, recently seen in the news, the Diversity for Restoration Tool, or D4R, has been developed by which of the following? Greenpeace, Worldwide Fund for Nature, Global Footprint Network, or Bioversity International? The correct answer is option D, Bioversity International. Recently, researchers have devised a diversity for restoration tool that enables appropriate agroforestry and aids systematic ecosystem restoration. It is developed with information on 237 socio-economically important native trees from the Western Ghats. It is devised by Bioversity International. Next question is, recently seen in the news, the Sohagi Barwa Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, or Rajasthan? The correct answer is option B, Uttar Pradesh. A leopard was recently found dead in the Sohagi Barwa Wildlife Sanctuary in Uttar Pradesh. It is situated in the Maharajganj district of Uttar Pradesh. On the northern side, the sanctuary shares the international boundary with Nepal, and on the eastern border is Bihar's 𝐈𝐀𝐒 Tiger Reserve. It was declared a wildlife sanctuary in June 1987. Next question is, the World Investment Report 2023 is published by United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, World Economic Forum, World Trade Organization, or International Monetary Fund? The correct answer is option A, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Recently, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is UNCTAD, published its World Investment Report 2023. According to the report, India and ASEAN were the most buoyant recipients of the foreign direct investment with increases of 10% and 5% respectively. Next question is recently seen in the news. The National Chambal Sanctuary is located in Agra, Bahraich, Kota or Firozabad. The correct answer is option A, Agra. National Chambal Sanctuary, also called the National Chambal Ghadial Wildlife Sanctuary, is a 5,400 square kilometer tri-state protected riverine sanctuary along 425 kilometer length of the Chambal River and ravines. It lies at the tri-junction of three states, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. In Uttar Pradesh, it lies in the districts of Agra and Etawah. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to fire drone. 1. This drone is made up of new thermal aerogel insulation materials. 2. It can withstand temperatures of up to 300 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. 3. It is equipped with cameras and carbon dioxide sensors. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Fire drone was developed collaboratively at Imperial College London and EMPA. This drone is made up of new thermal aerogel insulation materials. It is equipped with cameras and carbon dioxide sensors, which could provide crucial information about the layout and composition of fires. It can withstand temperatures of up to 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Last question is, Salvex exercise is conducted between navies of which of the following? India Japan, India UK, India US or India Australia? The correct answer is option C, India US. The 7th edition of the Indian Navy, US Navy Salvage and Explosive Ordnance Disposal Exercise Salvex was conducted from 26 June to 6 July 2023 at Kochi. Indian Navy and US Navy have been participating in joint salvage and EOD exercises since 2005. Do share your scores and reviews about the program. Thanks for watching.